Oscars so white. I saw this hashtag on Twitter and I explored it, unfortunately, and I saw a lot of things that really kind of disturbed me. People are upset that there are no nominations in the Oscars for Best Picture, Best Actor, etc. that have black actors. There are no black films that, and here's my thing. Why is it that we have to have black actors be nominated for Oscars? Why does it matter what color they are? Why does it matter who gets what award? And beyond that, if you know that the Oscars are already racist, because there were shows, I saw Larry Whitmore did a show. I forget what it's called on Comedy Central tonight, Larry Whitmore Tonight, something like that. Larry Whitmore actually had this show called The PJs, an animated show back in the day, back in the 90s, where it was a bunch of black kids in housing projects or whatever. But anyway, he has this show talking about the Oscar snubs, the black Oscar snubs, before the Oscar nominations came out. So you're already thinking that you're not going to be nominated. So that means you know that the Oscars in your mind are racist, which doesn't make any sense. If you think that the Oscars are racist already, why would you expect them to be anything different than what they are? It doesn't make any sense. And you had a young lady on there, I forget her name. I'll probably put a picture of her right here. She's a biracial. And the reason why I say that is because this whole thing reeks of insecurity. Because why does it matter what color the person is who gets an award? Maybe it's because the Oscars are seen as this big white institution that you want to infiltrate. The same kind of way you wanted to infiltrate during integration, you actually fought for integration. But what do you have as a result? Before integration, we had more black businesses, more black families being intact. In 1960, you had 80% of black children born to a two-parent household and most likely raised that way. Now it's almost the exact opposite. 70%, 72% to be exact, of black children are born to single parents, usually a single mother who has a government-sponsored job, welfare benefits. It's like, okay, she's going to be either sponsored by the government as far as having a job or sponsored by the government as far as having government handouts, assistance. And this is the idea of progress. It doesn't make any sense. You fight to get back on the plantation. And during plantation days, we had white folks that took care of us, medical care, housing, clothing, food, everything, jobs, everything. After slavery, during Reconstruction and the time afterwards, on up until the Civil Rights Movement, we had upward mobility. We had black millionaires. We had black skilled workers, tradesmen, etc., black businesses, black communities. Now what do we have? A bunch of poor black neighborhoods that are failures. And yet and still, we want to continue that same failed policy of trying to chase white people, even when they clearly do not want us. And my thing is, I don't even care if the Oscars are racist or not. My thing is, if you think they are racist, then why do you want to be included in their institution? We have our own award shows. We have the BET Awards. And every year, without fail, I log onto my Twitter, my Facebook, and I see people downing the BET Awards as being low budget, ratchet, and ghetto. But here's the thing. If you won't support your own award shows, you have a 3-hour award show where everyone in the audience is black, with the occasional spattering of a white person, maybe behind the stage doing production. If you don't take that seriously, and if you don't take the people that are there seriously, then why do you expect anyone else to take you seriously? It doesn't make any sense. And this is what's going on right now with the whole Oscars so white fiasco. You complain when they don't accept you, but yet when we have an award show that is all black, you clown on it. You complain when they give you the Oscar when you'll be embarrassed to say what they got the Oscar for. Prime example, Halle Berry in Monsters Ball, where she was bent over by Billy Bob Thornton and proceeded to engage in a softcore pornography scene. Then you have Denzel Washington in Training Day playing a crooked cop who was shot and killed by van loads of white people at the end. These are the kind of things we get Oscars for, and people are upset about it because they think that all they want to do is highlight the negative. But when you have an award show that highlights the positive, you have Tyler Perry movies talking about Christianity and love and all this and that and the third. We say that's corny. We say that's whack. So we're sending mixed messages. How can anyone on the outside of our community looking in understand what we want and understand what we like? And how are they to receive it? Some of the people that were quote unquote snubbed for an Oscar were Will Smith for his role in Concussion. Here's my question. Did you go see Concussion? Did you see it? Did you like it? Do you think it was a powerful movie? Matter of fact, have you seen any of the movies that were nominated for Oscars? A lot of these movies, I have no idea what they are. Personally, I don't even watch TV. I don't watch many movies except for like sci-fi stuff. Prometheus, Oblivion, Interstellar. I loved Interstellar. I thought that was an excellent movie. It was a tearjerker and it was also sci-fi. So it kind of puts you in a lot of different ways of emotion. And I think that also got snubbed for an Oscar. That deserved an Oscar because it was a good movie. But if it didn't win an Oscar, which I don't think it did, I don't know if it did or didn't. But if it didn't win, that doesn't make it any less of a good movie. Who cares? Why does it matter who wins an Oscar and who doesn't? It's just a piece of metal, plastic. I don't even know what it is. It's a small statue that is used as a symbol of that particular institution's appreciation of your work. Or it could be politically based. They may want to give you an Oscar to get you in a high Hollywood elitism. But here's the thing. People go to Hollywood all the time of all different colors, races, creeds, etc., trying to make it. It's only a select few that actually get to the top of popularity. And even if you reach that pinnacle to the top of popularity, will it guarantee you success? Will it guarantee you happiness in life? So some people say, oh, the Oscars matter for the actors that are involved. But my question is this, does it really? I think 666 Mafia won an award for Hustle and Flow. I'm not sure if it was an Oscar or a Grammy. I'm not sure what it was, but they won an award for that. And here's my question. Did it change their life? They were rich before that. And I have not seen them in any movies since then or doing any kind of scoring. Maybe I'm not in the loop, but I haven't seen it. We need to just open our mind and stop trying to chase white people and stop trying to be accepted by those who don't want to accept us, because you can be accepted by people who want to accept you, regardless of what their color is. Don't just look to white people who you think don't want to accept you and force them to accept you. It's stupid. It's self-deprecating and doesn't make any sense. And as far as actors are concerned, by getting Oscars and being popular, look, you can be like the Palmolive lady. Do you know how much money she makes from those commercials, or she made from those commercials? You're talking about $2.5 million a year. $2.5 million a year. If she makes that money from selling cleaning supplies, imagine what the progressive lady makes from selling insurance, which is $1 billion industry. Imagine what they make. Do you think they'll ever win an Oscar award or any kind of award you see on TV? Will they be in a gown in front of the red carpet, taking interviews, being on Entertainment Tonight and all this, that, and the third? No. But who cares? They are still successful at what they do. They are still able to make a living, and they still have a career. And that's the whole bottom line behind all of this. The actors are there to make money. You could say, oh, they're there for the craft. They're artists. It's like, look, I'm an artist too. I'm a graphic designer. But if I didn't get paid, I wouldn't be doing it. As simple as that. So the Oscar so white thing, I think I just need to reevaluate, step back and look at it for what it is. If you think that the Oscars are racist, why do you continue to force yourself to be included? If you think they're racist, why do you force them to accept the roles that you think that they should recognize? And how do you know what their selection process is? You have no idea. And if you think that the only thing they want to do is highlight the negative in the black community, how about you don't support them at all? You support your own outlets, such as the BET Awards, the NAACP Image Awards, the Stellar Awards. You support those and empower them rather than trying to force somebody to like you to empower them. So what do you think? Do you think that I'm off base? You think I'm on point? Let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please rate, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.